As I mentioned, the other big disruption is content. Today, you know, people want to watch content wherever they are and whenever they want. And that is something that is absolutely made possible by digital industry, and it's called video on demand. So video on demand is an addition to broadcast. It doesn't replace broadcast. Broadcast is still very, very strong. But nonetheless now, there is this additional capabilities that some of the players, like Netflix, have very, very well understood and have leveraged very, very strongly. And that is the success of Netflix over the world. Very amazing success. Hundreds of millions of subscribers now and tens of billions of market cap, just because they have understood that the point is to create kind of a huge library of good quality content and being capable to distribute it one by one to each of the users on any kind of device that they use, smartphone, tablet, PCs, TV screen, and just deliver the content that you want when you want it, and each user is absolutely unique in that kind of environment. Finally, when you think about the possibilities that digital capabilities are offering us in terms of marketing, it's phenomenal. For example, now we are very capable from the marketing standpoint, we are capable to understand what people like. I know, because I see what you guys are watching. If you are a sport addict, I see that you are watching sport, I can push to you what is of interest to you about sports. And the opposite, I know if you never watch sport, I know that I'm going to annoy you if I push to you programs which are sports oriented. But you imagine that we can deliver that for any kind of genre, any kind of content to anybody in the world. So that's the marketing possibilities. It's called recommendation engines. And we are working very hard because that requires a lot of artificial intelligence to be capable to say, okay, this guy has seen that movie, he's going to like that movie, and we are doing a lot of research in order to be capable to be good at that. And to be very honest, today, we are not fully good at that yet. But it's work to be done. The other possibility is the possibility around advertising. Because again, in Europe we are legitimate, we don't do stupid things with our data, there is policy and we comply to the policy probably more than our friends in the US, but nonetheless, even if we fully comply to the European policy, we have fantastic amount of data. We know where the people are, we know who they are. So again, in terms of targeting legitimately the advertising, this is a complete new world of performance and value creation. So those huge disruptions are challenging the media industry, and there are three ways of reacting to that. There is the do nothing. Do nothing was very famous 10 years ago. You had plenty of guys who were saying, hey, I'm okay, there is digital here, I'm here, I have my own business, nothing is going to change, I'm okay, I don't understand these things, I'm not going to get involved. That's the do nothing strategy. I don't think that a lot of people today could advocate seriously for do nothing. Then there is start the journey. I would call it switch on. Start the journey is very important. That's what Lithuania has done brilliantly. And there are a lot of people who are understood that this is really very important and they get going. But I would be provocative today. I would say it's not enough to switch on. We have to go all the way. And I'm going to illustrate why we have to go all the way with a couple of examples of industries that I know a little bit about. So if, for example, you take the industry of yellow pages, business directories. I know an example, which is a Danish example. I've been chairman of Telecom Denmark, so I know Denmark very, very well. In Denmark, the yellow pages business did not move, did not do anything. And in 2005, they were in full shape, and in 2015, they were dead. It is as simple as that. They died. Nothing was, they don't exist anymore. They have disappeared. Again, very, very little people now would do that mistake. So if I take the example of France, in France, the Yellow Pages, it's called Page Jaune, they started the journey, they switched on. And they did switch on very bravely in 2009, 10, and today, 85% of the business of Yellow Pages in France is already digital. So you could say, it's fine, it's okay, everything is good, 85% digital, you have succeeded in your transformation. Actually, not at all. Because the business of Yellow Pages in France, the digital business, is growing by 0% or 1%. So the company is now fully digital, but it's not growing. And why is it not growing? Because it has not gone the full way. So we took over with the CEO last year, and we decided to go full transformation. What does it mean, full transformation, to try to get the growth? Full transformation means that the company, Yellow Pages, was considering herself as a media, because we are a media, with some diversification in the digital business. And with the new CEO, we have decided that we would do the opposite. We are a digital business which happens to own a media. And it changed completely the mindset of the company, because, for example, now when we do search, we do full web search, because the customers, they don't care about if they will find what they want in Yellow Pages or in Google or in Facebook or in any kind of repository. They want to go full web. And that's the kind of transformation that are actually very difficult, because it hits the mindset of the people. The mindset of the 4,000 people in Yellow Pages is, we are a media. Yes, we do a diversification with digital, but we are fundamentally a media. And our crusade now with the new CEO is, no, we are not a media, we have to be a digital player, a full digital player, and one of our competitive advantages is that we own a media. Very, very disruptive way of changing. And I get into the Baltic example, and especially the Lithuanian example. You see, there are a couple of examples of the do-nothing strategy. It always ends the same thing, which is whether die or disappear almost. TV3, at that time it was MTG, did actually quite a good job to switch on. Quite a good job to switch on. A lot of you are, for example, going to TV3 Play, our website. This is where we offer our content for free, funded by advertising. I think we have like 250,000 users a month, which shows that a media can react to digital, and all media, the first thing that we do, it's always the same thing. We take our content and we put it on the web. It's not rocket science, but clearly it can work. We have also responded to Netflix in terms of one-to-one marketing. We have created Viaplay, and Viaplay is also getting some success around Baltics. When we compare in Baltics Viaplay versus Netflix, it's very, very kind of same level. But it's not enough. And why do I say it's not enough? It's because the growth of the company is still 1%. And this is my key point, you know. Facebook, I think it was a quarter ago, they did a profit warning because their revenue growth, instead of being 13%, was 11%. And that was a profit warning. And we are struggling to get above 1%. And why is it that we are struggling to get above 1%? 1% is okay, it's not bad. We are not going to disappear. We do reasonably well. But it is not enough. In the digital world, you have to shoot for high growth. And if you want to shoot for high growth, you have to go for the full transformation. And that's why, and I'm not going to bother you with that because that's not the purpose, but this afternoon at 3:15, I will explain in Switch what is TV Play. So TV Play is our new approach to the digital world, where we put, as you can see, all our content into one application, and we deliver that application through all the possible vectors like TV, smartphone, tablets. So for me, as a conclusion, it's very good to switch on. It starts by switching on, but after that, we have to go all the way. Thank you very much.